So I'm just going to be trying out some random stuff today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick. I have the shade 412 Espresso, which I'm now thinking would be too deep. Yeah, that's too deep. Well, at least I've got a new contour, so never mind about that. Did try the Pür Love Your Selfie new foundation, but I don't know where that video is, so I guess I'll try one of these. Let's see. This is DP-P1. This is DP-P4. DP-N3. DP-N4. And DP-N6. Trying to get it so I can see what I've got going on, but also you can see too. I'm going to use my Revolution baking oil to prime. Okay, we are primed. This is DP-P1. This is DP-N3. I think the DP-N3. I'm used to normally buying the pink shades because in a lot of brands, when they do a neutral, it's orange. And I can't wear it, but their neutral isn't orange. So, this is a neutral. This is a brown. This is not orange. I'm happy about that. I got these when they were on sale for $5 each during their Cinco de Mayo sale, because there's no way I would pay $10 for this. Especially when I needed to try out various shades to see what color to get. They lost their minds. I mean, at $5, fine, whatever. But $10, not gonna happen. I just wet my sponge with rose water. Okay, so this is a DP-N3. Or this will probably match me better once summer is kicked in a little bit better. Right now it is June 15th. June 15th, so I should get a little bit deeper over the next 3 to 4 weeks. So I guess... Oh, my bigger cat, he's sad. His best friend, my daughter, is camping. No, actually I think this color is fine. I thought it was supposed to have better coverage, though. Still see that spot. Of course, there's one's my nose. I still see those ones. Let's see, color-wise. I could just buy a bottle of this to use as a concealer. And then you have like a full ounce of concealer instead of most. I think most concealers are, well, really, it is a big range. So they're either 1/10 of an ounce or 1/3 of an ounce. So having a full ounce, so this comes in a full ounce, then that'd be, you know, kind of awesome. Oh, I use an oil primer, but I've done oil primers before. This just seems a little greasier than I'm remembering or used to. Hasn't dried down yet. For highlight, we're going to use the ColourPop Deep Dark 50. I'm going to set my highlight with my Ben Nye Pretty Pink Powder. Okay, and I guess I'm not really baking today. I'm just throwing some on. And I forgot I wanted to try out this pigment transformer in a previous video, and I ended up using my clean color. This is glossing mixing medium. Directions for use: mix 1 to 2 drops with pigment. Add more for intensity! Exclamation point. To transform into a liquid shimmer with a gloss finish. Apply to face, eyes, or lips for a multi-dimensional look. Oh, so you can use this for lip stuff too? Sweet! No, it does say, warning, if product gets into eyes, rinse well with water. Which, I mean, that pretty much makes sense for anything you get in your eyes. I don't know if I said what this is. This is the Sleek Pigment Transformer. Okay, I really don't know what I want to do with my eyes. So I'm just gonna use this. This is that ColourPop Loose Pigment in the shade Power Up. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This could go very well or very poorly, but that is pretty. I probably should have used an eye primer. Okay, either should have used a eye primer or had some sort of a base color, I think, under this, since this isn't completely opaque. I also probably picked the wrong sort of something to use as an applicator. I'm making a mess. Those are not even. That's what we're getting. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to try out that pigment transformer with some other pigments and other brushes, and also with a primer. Yes, this is the J-Cat Rockin' the Night Sparkling Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Popping Lime. This is also new to me. I'm just putting this on the side of this palette so I don't have to dip into the bottle. There are no instructions for use on this dealie, so I don't know if I should use a primer with this or a glue, or if I can just slap it on and see if it stays. I didn't like it like that. Let's try it like this. That's another one of those things that I would definitely put down a base color, I think. Or mix it with something, because this is, and I've used a lot of glitters, and this one actually says eyeshadow, so I know it's eye safe, but this is like the grittiest one I think I've ever used. Oh, and where it mixed up in with this pigment mixer. It's gross, and then, I don't know, it kind of has this like weird grainy, powdery texture, where the powder, that glittery powder, and my pigment mixed in with the mixer. That just looks weird there. That means I need to put something in my crease for sure, though, just to mask that. So actually, I'm going to take this Hollywood Cerise by Coastal Scents. I'm going to do my entire lid with that over top of this other stuff. Oh, and that pigmenty stuff is still quite tacky. So I guess it could also make a pretty decent eyeshadow base, but I mean, the clean color one I think was $1, $2 maximum. And the sleek one was on sale, but I still think it was like at least $3 or $4. It's fine. And I'm gonna go into Profound Plum. It's by Coastal Scents. As my crease. Dude, whatever. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so now let's check out these powders. I'm not using any blush, I'm not using any contour. So this is by Zuri. This is the shade Nuit. So I think that's how you pronounce it, N-U-I-T. So I take off the lid, and then you've got a little protector dealie, I guess. So I've got Nuit opened. I also have this one by Zuri in the shade Tender Brown. This one is a lot cleaner than the other one. But the other one just looks like it probably got banged around a little bit. It doesn't look like it's been opened or anything. It just looks like it got banged and some powder escaped this little protective dealie. Yeah, this one's like really tight in there. We got the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade Medium Deep. This one's just called Warm, and it's got the little hole things as well. And that is way lighter than I thought it was gonna be. That one looks more like a Set My Highlight powder. This is what I normally use. This is the Ben Nye powder in the shade Nutmeg. This is my all over face powder color that I use. This is like my regular one. This has been like my everything everyday powder for years. This is the shade Nuit, N-U-I-T. And I'm just using this area to compare them to each other, not to my chest. Because as I've said before, you're probably getting tired of it, I'm not trying to match to my chest. I'm just not. This is just for comparison. Just to compare them to each other on a spot that's all the same. This one is also by Zuri. This is the shade Tender Brown. So this is Tender Brown. We got this is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade Medium Deep. Well, since my lighting's different from side to side, and I think this one's probably going to be my closest comparison to my Ben Nye Nutmeg. Put that next to the Ben Nye Nutmeg. Let's see. Oh, I get to come out. I think it'll work, but it'll work in a different way. And then, last but not least, we've got the AOA Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Warm. Oh, that's light. Really light. Okay, yeah, see, that one would be another one I would use to set my highlight, I think. Okay, so I'll be trying out the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop against my Ben Nye. And then I'll be testing out the Zuri Nuit against my Ben Nye. Okay, so the Ben Nye powder is the one I always wear. But this is the Zuri Nuit, and that's the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Let's do one on each side of my face. Okay, so just so you know, I have 2 of these brushes. Okay, so this is the Zuri in the shade Nuit. I'm putting this on the right side of my face, which would be the left side of the screen. And as usual, I'm pressing it in before I buff it out. So I'm not a fan of the packaging, but then again, it is only $1. I don't know. It seems a little deep when I put it on my whole face. Oh, I guess it is a little deeper than my Ben Nye. Okay. We've got the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade Medium Deep. Trying to figure out what that smell is. It's something from like a floral shop. It doesn't smell like fresh cut greens or something, but it smells like, I mean, like not flowers, something in a floral shop. Pressing that in. Okay, so I like this one a lot. This one might be just a little bit too deep. This one I could use maybe later in the summer if I get darker. This one I think I can wear just as is. So next time I do my makeup, but I don't have to worry about looking too different, I'm going to try this one, which is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and my Ben Nye Nutmeg powder side by side. And then this one, which is the Nuit. I don't know, I might mix it with one of my lighter powders, or I might use it as subtle contour. I don't know. But yeah, I got this LA Girl Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black Cosmic Shimmer. You know, I didn't think it came with a brush, and it doesn't. But with all this packaging, I was thinking, oh, maybe it comes with a brush. But no, that's wasteful. Okay, so I have a silicone eyeliner brush here. And then I'm also going to try it with a regular brush. Well, not a regular brush. I've got one of these cat eye brushes. Okay. This is by Undone. I didn't even see it, like it's so barely on there. I think when this comes, it's like clear. My foundation hands have ruined it. And I like to try and get as much of my brush as I can. Because like with things like this, the pots and stuff, I don't like to double dip. Like once it's touched something, you don't want to go back in there, because then you're introducing whatever's on your skin back into the thingy. Well, had I not gotten that little smudgy bit down there on the bottom, I think this probably would have been okay. Okay, so, I don't know, I like this brush. I've used it once or twice before, but as you can see, I messed up right there. There's like a little tiny. And then, of course, there's that smudgy deal down there. Yeah, this brush picks up way too much, though. I mean, I was trying to wipe off a little bit so that I don't put too much on my eye. I can use that as eyeshadow. But I don't know if you can see that. That's got like silver and purple and blue sparklies in it. It's very, very pretty. Okay, so I like the eyeliner. I think I like the brush. Powder, I think that next Can't Stop, Won't Stop looks like it's a good color. Well, this one's a good color too, it's just probably a little bit too deep for me. It's like, you know, I stop right here, but you can barely see the color change because this part of my neck, which is darker, is the same color as the powder. Okay, foundation. I guess that shade works. The Pigment Transformer, I'm gonna have to try it a few more times. See how that works. I've already used the Pür Up before. I like it. I'm not sure if I like it with that Pigment Transformer. And that green one. It says eyeshadow like on the little bottle, so I thought it was gonna have a little bit more visibility. I guess it works for, like, you know, for a subtle sheen. So I'm gonna try out those other lighter powders. That one might work. That was that one from Shop Miss A in the shade Warm. I think that'll work for setting my highlight just as well as my pretty pink powder. What was the Can't Stop, Won't Stop, which looks really light over here, but over here you can tell it matches better. My Ben Nye powder. The New Wheat looks like it matches but doesn't. And then this one is just, yeah, that one's kind of pink. That's weird though, because this is the same as this. Those two are the same, but it looks so light. It looks almost like that over there. Because this is shade Warm, which is the one that's right here. Maybe it's the way the light's on it, because it looks way brighter over here too than it does here. Yeah, that's definitely a set my highlight shade. That's not a face shade. Oh, and I forgot, I bought an eyebrow pencil. I don't actually ever do my eyebrows, but I guess I can try. What shade is this? It just says brow pencil. From what I've seen people do, you're just gonna flick it in there like you would hairs. And then brush it. I've been using the spoolie part of this, but I've been too scared to do the eyebrows for real. But I'm not going anywhere today. What I think I've heard you're supposed to do, especially with your eyebrows, is you brush them all the way up, and then you brush them over. No, my eyebrows are just weird. No. There's probably absolutely nothing wrong with this eyebrow pencil, but doing eyebrows is a skill that I just don't feel like perfecting, I guess. My eyebrows are just, so I'm fine with them just being. Use my makeup remover pen. Oh, it's funny, this right here was the eyeliner, but I was also trying to get this little thing right there, but I forgot I actually have a mole right there, so that's not going anywhere. That's a mole. That's the eyeliner. And I blended it out enough, I think. And then, let's see, a little bit right there of eyeliner. And let's see if I can get that little line right here. I guess that works. Okay, so I already used that ColourPop lip liner by Shayla in the shade BFF4 because her name is Shayla and so is mine. So I'm gonna use this one. I also got, this is CTRL. And I keep trying to twist it because it looks like it's a twisty pencil, but it's not. It's actually a sharpening one. I did use this once before, but I don't think I, recorded her and made an opinion. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference between this one and BFF4. And if there's not, then I'm definitely going to stock up on BFF4 because This is white and it's already dirty for my little dirty hands. And this one, you know, says Shayla on it. This is CTRL. And this is BFF4. No, they are different. They're both browns. They're both red browns, but that one's got a little bit of blue in it, I think. Let's see, this is a new one that I had swatched but didn't do anything else with. This is the Lottie London Duochrome Lip Gloss. And the shade is hashtag Hollow, H-O-L-O. So it's brown, but kind of got a little bit of green to it, and it's sparkly. And this will also look well as a lip topper. This is kind of sheer. I like it. And I've just got this random box of stuff that I need to go through and try. More sponges. Oh, speaking of sponges. Oh, this is dirty now. I wash my sponges in the washing machine. And so basically one of the requirements I have of my sponges is that they have to survive that. And just wanted to say the $1 ones from Shop Miss A hold up quite well. The ones from Beauty Bakery hold up well. This one's also from Beauty Bakery. This one is from Real Techniques. It's got a little tiny dig out of it, but you know, that's not too bad. And I put them through the dryer too, just so you know. Washer and dryer, because I cannot be bothered to do these by hand. I've also got like some random sponges that I got in like a bag for $1. This has been through the wash twice. Goes in the trash. This has been through the wash twice. This came in a 4-pack. That came out all right. This came in that same bag. I mean, all these have been through the wash and dryer twice. So, or washer twice, dryer once. So they've all held up to that. Oh, this one is also from Shop Miss A. This is one of the mochi sponges, and that is, I mean, I've used this like maybe 3 or 4 times before I washed it, and it's like ripping. And this seems to happen with the Paw Paw sponges too, like their charity brand. It's like the ones that are $1.55. When that's the thing is, I would like to support charity and stuff, but so I wish I could just pay $1.55 for the ones I like, the cheaper ones, instead of $1, and give them the money that way, because the $1.55 sponges are worth like 50 cents. I mean, look at that. Oh, and then I also got the Clean Color microfiber sponges, and this one hasn't even been through the wash yet. I have another one in there that has, I don't know where it went, but you know, it's, you probably can't see that, but it's breaking up, so it's not going to last very long. Actually, I'll put that in. So I have this little bag here, and this is where I keep my sponges when they need to be bathed. This is another one from Real Techniques. This one I washed by hand, and yeah, it broke up. And this one isn't brown with makeup, it's neon green. So anyway, I was just gonna say that, yeah, I put my sponges in the washing machine. I just put them in this little lingerie bag. I can't remember where I got this one from. It's held up well though also. I think this is one of the dollar ones I got from either Always May or JB and Eve's. But it held up well through the wash. And it's kind of like one of the mochi sponges, and like, you know, the just like the consistency of it, because this is completely dry, but it's more like a memory foam, I guess. It'll eventually puff back out, but it held up. Well, I guess that's it. I'm gonna wash this mess off my chest and find something else to do. Bye.